With the release of the first chapter of the new King's Quest, and the fact that we're going to be finishing it up on Wednesday, I thought it was time to talk about the series. I'm Ollamh, and welcome to Geek Trivia. The series started in 1984 with the quest for the crown. It was one of the first games to take the idea of text adventure games and give them graphics. Instead of typing to go north, you move your character, but you still have to type what you want to do. In the first game, you play as Sir Graham, Knight of the Kingdom of Daventry. In order to help the king, he is sent out to gather 3 lost treasures: a magic mirror that shows the future, a shield that protects the wearer against any danger, and a chest that is always filled with gold. During his quest, he must face a dragon, a leprechaun king, and a giant. When he gathers all the treasures, he is given the crown and becomes king of the land. In the second game, Romancing the Throne, we see more of the great King Graham, and also start to see some spoofs as far as the subtitles. We start with Graham looking into the magic mirror and seeing a beautiful woman trapped in an ivory tower. We get to see a lot of different types of characters from famous tales like Little Red Riding Hood, King Neptune, mermaids, and the like. As one might guess, Graham is successful in saving the lady and marries her, making her Queen Valence. In the third installment of the game, To Err is Human, we start off with a character known as Gwydion. He is a young boy, almost a teenager, and is a house slave to Manannán, the evil wizard. Instead of letting the wizard kill him when the time comes, he starts putting together magic of his own. Wandering around while the wizard is busy, he manages to turn the wizard into a cat by use of an enchanted porridge. There are, again, a lot of characters to see, such as the 3 bears, various different bandits, and a whole lot more. When Gwydion gets to the nearby kingdom of Daventry, he sees the princess is in trouble and saves her from a dragon. Come to find out, his name is really Alexander, and he is the Prince of Daventry, stolen as a baby by the evil wizard. King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosella, was one of the first games with a female protagonist. As Graham tosses his adventuring hat into the air, letting it choose which of his children gets it, he falls down quite ill. While he is being taken care of, Rosella is contacted through the magic mirror by a fairy. There is, in Tamir, a magical fruit that can save her father's life. Through her adventures, she deals with giants, wicked witches, flying monkeys, and evil forests. Finally, with the fruit of life in hand, she returns home and heals her father, telling him to hold on to his adventuring hat because he's not done with it yet. In Absence Makes the Heart Go Yonder, we are back to following King Graham and back to spoof titles. A mysterious cloaked figure enchants the castle and absconds with it. Thankfully, a talking owl saw what happened and can help Graham find his home and family again. Come to find out, the cloaked figure is Mordak, brother of Manannán, the wizard who Alexander turned into a cat. With better graphics and CD speech, this game brought new life to the series. It was also the first point-and-click game of the series. No longer did you have to type and hope that you spelled everything correctly. At the end, Graham saves his family as well as a woman by the name of Cassima. The next game, we're back to Alexander again, as he dreams of Cassima from the previous game. Heir Today, Gone Tomorrow follows Alexander through a land filled to the brim with references of other stories, such as the Minotaur and the Labyrinth, the Chess Land from Wonderland, and so much more. This game was unique because partway through, you were able to choose the short path, which was much quicker, or the long path, which involved more puzzles and was felt to be a more fulfilling ending. Finally, the game ends with Alexander marrying Cassima. In the 7th game, we are yet again with Rosella, but this time her mother joins along for the journey. In The Princessless Bride, another spoof title as well, we get to play both of the strong characters in the Daventry Royal Family. In this one, the Queen is telling Rosella about the importance of marriage when Rosella is spirited away and turned into a troll. Her mother goes after her to save her. You get to face off against another evil enchantress as well as the boogeyman. Rosella discovers she is not the only royalty that has been changed into a troll. In fact, Edgar, her mild love interest from a previous adventure, is the Troll King. Rosella saves him yet again, and the two are wed. This game has been criticized for the overly cartoony art style. It really looks like you're playing a Disney story, and some of the themes and items in the game kind of feed that feeling. The final game in the series before 2015 was Mask of Eternity, which is the odd one out of the entire series. It did not feature a member of the royal family. Instead, the main character is Connor, a tanner, painter, and knight of Daventry. Also, it was not a standard adventure game. It was more like a third-person RPG adventure. There was combat as well as puzzle solving. Now, the King's Quest series wasn't completely devoid of violence before now, but it was typically supposed to be avoided. I can't help but feel that this was an attempt to revamp the series and reboot it, but with the King and Queen having heirs, it wasn't really going to happen unless they say that the kids abandoned the kingdom and went off to rule their spouses' lands. Thankfully, this year, they started releasing the King's Quest 2015, back with King Graham, and things are feeling much closer to normal. So what do you think about the King's Quest series? Which games are your favorite? Which did you play but kinda wish you hadn't? Leave a comment down below and let us know. If you'd like to see more videos we've done, check out the annotations at the end of this video. And stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio! Travel gentlemen, I've decided that it's time to give you a gentleman's perspective on the world. Okay, that was kinda cool.